Those who make over 100K a year, how did you do it? I graduated with a useless degree. History. Been stuck in retail for 2 years since I graduated. Kinda want to know what options exist. Government is a good option for some. Federally it can be difficult to get your foot in the door because you will be competing with veteran preference. But once you are in, you can move up pretty quick depending on the agency. Computer security, and I also have 2 history degrees. That history degree means you know how to write and do research, both valuable skills. This will probably be an unpopular response, but I just lied on my resume one day. I had several good jobs in technology, but I never got a college degree. About 15 years ago I felt confident enough to apply for a director position with a smaller company, and just embellish my resume to recklessly overstate my previous roles, but in a way that wouldn't necessarily surface during a reference check. They didn't even check my references. I got the job, and have steadily progressed ever since. Now making over 250K a year for a large public company, and I got this job as well as my last one, without having to embellish anything. Nobody has ever asked me about my lack of a degree. I don't know if it's assumed that I have one or if my experience outweighs it. But it is not an issue. I'm a freelancer, working in the film industry. Spent most of my 20s making around 30K per year. Then slowly I was making 60, then 90. And then things really took off the last couple of years. Because I'm freelance, a lot of my income gets eaten up by taxes, health insurance. But I also get more write-offs, so it doesn't really even out, but it's not terrible. The anxiety of, oh God, what if everyone just stops hiring me, still hasn't gone away yet. Maybe it never will. And making very little through my 20s means my retirement account is in bad shape. But I'm doing what I can. Really looking to marry a Canadian so we can live in Detroit and hop over to Windsor for healthcare. Engineering. Mechanical engineer working at a tech company. Union plus overtime equals 100K plus per year. I'm a pharmacist licensed at 35 years of age. Was living in a trailer. No job. Saw ad for pharmacy tech school. Qualified for Pell Grants which paid for all of that. After. Decided to go for pharmacist degree. Sold trailer. Went straight to college, lived off of loans and very marginally. No family support. My son was 5 when I started. I picked this field exactly because I had some interest. Was going nowhere and was guaranteed employment. Law school, but would not recommend. I did it via electrical engineering. Did internships during my degree that were relevant. Stayed in the same field post-graduation, and I make a little over $50 per hour working for a municipal utility as an EE now. Wife does similarly, working as quality control in biopharma. And we both work remotely. If you're a history major and you're looking to chase a more livable wage, I would look at public sector government employment. Civil service jobs and general union protections are more common, and their base wages, work-life balance, benefits all tend to be better. Anesthesiologist. 4 years undergrad. 4 years med school. 4 years residency. Good gig but not for the faint of heart. I completed a 13-month course to become a surgical technologist, worked for 6 years full-time and per diem, trying to diversify my skill set in many of the main surgical specialties. Now I'm working on travel contracts, making on average $2,500 $3,000 per week. That includes a living stipend of $1,000 $1,200 per week. I typically work 910 months out of the year. Studied engineering. Worked my ass off. developed physical and mental issues, and took $150K in debt. Make just over $100K 36 hours per week as a practicing veterinarian. I started in the electrical trade, worked my way up, went to school for it. I was interested in welding, so I went to welding school for 6 months at night. I got into PLC programming and took online classes. Now I'm a maintenance manager at a plant. Salary is $105,000 plus bonus every year, 40 hours a week with awesome insurance and benefits. Took 10 years. I started out as an apprentice at $45,000 right out of high school. Pay went up every year. Construction here, worked my ass off, got experience, jumped into different roles to learn. Don't worry about your history degree. Most office jobs just need you to have a degree. They don't really care what it's in. I know I don't use mine. Travel nursing. Trade work. It ain't always pretty, but after 5 years of being outside, I am now working inside, making $150,210 the rest of my career. I make about $280,000 per year plus bonus doing DevOps work. I fell into the role by being the expert in many areas and being the go-to person to get things done. I have a BS in business.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.